What is up, all of my horror fanatics out there? Welcome back to Late Night Frights. I'm the Late Night Frights horror leader, the J. Sloan or Jordan, back here to do another video for you. And as always, guys, I want to thank everyone for tuning in this evening. Now, last week we did horror battles. Now, I missed my horror battle, and I want to explain why I did that before I dive into this video and announce this week's theme. So, last week, like I said, I missed the horror battle. I didn't make a video, and I'm going to explain why. Now, last week, my uncle passed away, and, it wasn't unexpected. He's been sick for a very long time, but he did pass away, and it's been a very, very rough and hard week, and an emotional week with everything that's going on. It's been hard on me as well as all of my family members. And yeah, it's been a bad week, guys, and that's why I couldn't upload my video. I had to be there for my family, and I had to be there for my uncle, and I've been very close to my uncle ever since I was a little kid. Basically since I was like 3 years old, and I'm 17 now, so it's been very rough on me, and that's why I didn't make a video. And before I go any further, I just want to say rest in peace to my uncle. I love him so much, and yeah, I miss him. So I wanted to say that and get that out of the way, and explain to you guys why I missed the video. But I'm back this week, and this week we are doing a theme, and the theme that we are doing is our Killer Machines theme. We've never done it here on Late Night Frights before, and it was actually suggested by one of our members, Little Rocker Cutie 2005, or Andre, who suggested this theme, and it's a really cool theme, really cool idea. There's actually so many horror films, so many Killer Machine horror films that to pick from. So the obvious choice will be Maximum Overdrive, which is my favorite personally, but I've talked about it on Late Night Frights as well as my own separate channel. So I wanted to stay away from that and move on to something else. So the film that I decided to talk about is a 1983 film directed by David Cronenberg, and it is Videodrome. Okay, so Videodrome was made in 1983. It was written and directed by David Cronenberg, starring James Woods and Deborah Harry. And the basic plot around this one follows a character named Max, who right in the beginning we see is a CEO of this very weird and sleazy television company that releases like softcore porn mixed with chaotic and violent things. It's just a really weird, really weird company. So obviously Max is on the lookout for any new show that he can find, anything that he can release to make more money off of. And basically one night while he is looking through this pirated broadcast on this satellite, he sees something that just blows him away, and it's basically a show with no dialogue, no plot, nothing. It's just straight torture and murder, and it goes on. And he sees it, and he thinks, man, I can make some money off this. He says, this is where we're heading. This is what people will like. People will get into this, and I can make a lot of money off of it. So he wants to get it. So he does his research, and he finds out that it is a show that is being broadcasted in Pittsburgh, and it is called Videodrome. So like I said, obviously Max wants to get it for his company and release it, so he does some digging and some research, and he dives in, and he dives a little too deep to find out what Videodrome actually is. And once he finds out, let's just say he wishes that he didn't know. I'm not going to say anything else about the plot. I just wanted to give a brief description over it, because if I go into it anymore, I'm going to give some spoilers, and I don't want to do that. Let me just say, this is an awesome film. I really enjoyed it from start to finish. It's a very weird and wacky movie. It's one that you're going to need to see at least 2 times. I think, for me personally, I'd like to pop it in again and watch it right now, because there's some things in it I know I missed, and there's some just really strange things that I would really like to see over. It just seems like a whole bunch of different things just mixed into one film. It's very psychedelic. There's some hallucinations here and there that James Woods has. I'm not going to say why, but he has some hallucinations, and it's very crazy. All the special effects are awesome. The direction by David Cronenberg, he did an amazing job. He's did so many great films, one of them being the Fly remake, which I love. James Woods, a very young James Woods, did really good in this one. But yeah, it had a very interesting and intriguing storyline. It was very unique. It's not straight out there and straightforward. Like, you're not going to see it and be like, oh, okay, that's what's happening. There's so many twists and turns, and it's just like, what? Like, what is going on throughout this movie? Like, you'll think that there's one direction, and then it'll completely split into another direction, and that happens 3 or 4 times throughout the film. And I think it was purposely done that way, obviously, and I think it works. It's just a very weird flick, weird horror film, but very interesting, and I would say everyone needs to check it out. Give it a watch. It may not be your cup of tea, but you have to give it a watch. Definitely check out Videodrome, and this is the edition to get. This is a badass edition, the Criterion edition. As you can see, awesome image there of James Woods, and just from that image you can see how weird it is. His head's going through a TV. A lot of special features here. Really like the packaging, really nice. The DVD and a huge, or not the DVD, the Blu-ray, I'm sorry, and a huge booklet in here. I don't know how many pages, 35-page booklet. So, really nice edition. Definitely check out the film if you haven't already. Like I said, not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but a lot of people are going to enjoy this. If you like weird and wacky movies, you're going to like Videodrome. So I want to thank everyone once again for tuning in and watching my review over Videodrome for our Killer Machine theme. So yeah, if I had to rate this film out of 5, I'm going to go 3.5 out of 5. Great flick, definitely check it out. If you're wondering to yourself, how is that a Killer Machine theme? Watch it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's one of the biggest things in the film. I don't want to spoil it because, like I said, this movie is so weird and so wacky, it's very hard to review. So if I go any more into it, I will spoil the film, and that's something I don't want to do. So yeah, stay tuned. Tomorrow, Chris Brock will be reviewing a machine-themed horror film of his choice, and that will continue throughout the week. I'm the Jay Sloan. You just watched Late Night Frights. Comment and subscribe, and as always, guys, keep it horror. Peace.